Good morning, friends. Now I am talking about the AICTE Activity 100 Points program. Apart from developing the technical skills, the students have to develop leadership qualities, team spirit, and social responsibility. So, in order to achieve this, AICTE has developed this mechanism of AICTE Activity 100 Points program. So the day scholar who is admitted to engineering degree, which is spreading over the 4 years, has to score 100 points, and the students who are getting admission through lateral entry has to score 75 points. Now let us discuss in detail about this AICTE Activity 100 Points program. So each activity the student is carrying out in the nearby villages is having 20 score points. So to get 100 points, the student who is getting admitted for 4 years degree has to conduct 5 activities, so that each activity carries 20 marks. So from 5 activities it is 20 into 5, so that he is scoring 100 points. And the student who is getting admission through lateral entry has to score 75 marks. So if he conduct one activity, he will score 20 points, so that by conducting 4 activities it will be 20 into 4, so 80 marks. So minimum marks required is 75 marks for diploma students. If he conducts 4 activities, so the requirement will be fulfilled. Now the activity point requirement for degree and lateral entry students will be like this. So in the second part it is mentioned about the diploma programs, we are not bothering about. Now coming to degree program. So the student who is getting admission to first year regular, so the total years for the points, so he has to plan his activities right from his first semester to 8th semester as per his convenience. So and the minimum points to be scored is 100 marks. And the student who is getting admission through lateral entry, so that is to second year, so he has to plan his activity from third semester to 8th semester, anywhere in between as per his convenience. And the minimum points to be scored is 75. So the activities what the student is going to plan, so will be based on the following themes, so it is uh, like how to preserve the food and packaging the food items which is going to perish in a short period of time, how to reduce the energy consumption, how to promote appropriate technologies so that natural resources will be utilized effectively, how to promote the tourism innovative approaches, so that if that particular place is tourism attractive, so that that awareness has to be brought among the rural people. And how to dispose the waste created at the end of the day. So like this, so the student has to choose the activity of his choice based on the following themes, and each activity what he is going to plan will be having the minimum duration of 80 hours, so that he will get 20 points after completion of the activity. So if he works 8 hours a day and the duration of the activity is 80 hours, so that the activity what he is going to plan will be of minimum 10 days duration, so that each day if he works for 8 hours, so in 10 days, so it will be 10 into 8, so 80 hours. So one activity plan will be of minimum duration of 10 days. So if he is conducting 5 activities to score 100 points, so he has to reserve 10 days for one activity. For 5 activities, it is 10 into 5, so 50 days. So he has to plan his activities anywhere from first year to fourth year. So those who is getting admission to first year, and the student who is getting admission through lateral entry, he has to plan his 4 activities from third semester to eighth semester during weekends like Saturdays and Sundays, and even in government holidays. So that will be evaluated by NSS coordinator, or the Red Cross coordinator, or or the institute mentor. So AICTE has listed 15 themes. So the student has to choose the activities such a way that the activity will be based on these themes listed, or the activity which is based on the SDG goals, 17 SDG goals, which is framed by United Nation. So once again here the following activities will be suggested. So he has to choose his activity from any one of these themes. So after completing the activities, the student has to prepare report on each activity what he is conducted. So after completion of 5 activities, 5 such reports will be framed, and all these 5 reports will be consolidated as one single book with the cover page. So the suitable templates will be distributed to the students. So first and the foremost thing is the student has to take a permission letter from the head of the institution. So seeking permission to conduct the activity in so and so place on so and so activity. So the permission letter has to be taken first. That is the first step. After permission letter, he has to fill the AICTE activity points enrollment form. So giving the details such as name of the student, USN, program in which he is studying, who is the mentor, and name of the activity he is planned, and how many hours he is planned the activity. So the student has to fill the enrollment form. Once this enrollment form is filled, so the head of the institution has to give the bona fide letter stating that the particular student is the bona fide student studying in so and so semester in so and so year in the so and so department, and he is permitted to carry out the AICTE activity credit point program based on the SDG goal. So then he has to maintain the AICTE activity work diary. Once the work is completed on that particular day, so the signature of the supervisor should be taken. So the table should have minimum of 10 rows, so that 10 days he is planning the activity. So each day if he works for 8 hours, so it will be so 10 days into 8 hours, so totally it will be 80 hours of duration. So for each activity he has to maintain this AICTE activity work diary. Then after the completion of the activity, so the supervisor has to give this certificate saying that the student has completed the AICTE activity in the area, in the so and so village from so and so date. So he has to prepare the report along with the templates which are discussed now. So with the cover page like this. So for each activity, so one such report